Welcome to From the Driver's Seat, the Averitt podcast for all Averitt drivers to keep up with news and information across our network. Make sure to subscribe on your preferred podcasting app to make sure you're notified as soon as every episode drops. And now, hosting from the driver's seat, Director of Driver Services, David Broyles.
I got two guests today. I got Casey Ginder and I got Ginder Lovrekovic. How y'all doing?
Doing good.
Good. Both of these folks are from Driver Services, right?
Yes.
And how long have you been in Driver Services, Casey?
Since 2016.
2016. And you?
12 years.
12 years. Mm-hmm. Wow. Time flies, doesn't it?
Sure
When
does.
You're having fun.
Yeah. And I know, Casey, before you went to Driver Services, I think I brought you over and made you a fleet manager back in the day, right?
Yes, fleet manager and OTL fleet manager. So
how many years of Averitt you got now?
Oh, let's see, 14 this year.
14 this year.
Full time, yeah.
Yeah. How many years you got with Averitt now?
April will be my 24th year.
24th year. Mm-hmm. Wow. That's right. And that's nice that we've got folks on Driver Services that have been with us that long, got the right background, and that's what makes it good. But what do you like about Driver Services, Casey? What's the thing that you enjoy about Driver Services? Do you enjoy Driver Services?
I absolutely love it. I just love getting to communicate with all the drivers. It's not just like when I was a fleet manager, I only had 50. We got the whole crew that we deal with, and it's not just drivers, dock workers, even some of the admin people come and ask questions. So just try to help any way I can. Right.
And you're out of what service center do you?
Charlotte and Greensboro.
And and you're in
Nashville.
Mm-hmm. What about you? What's your favorite thing? What about Driver Services? Why do you like it?
Kind of the same thing she said. Being a driver service now for 12 years, I've gotten to know the drivers more outside of Averitt, so it's just, they've become friends and they stop by just to say hello, and anytime they just need help, I just like to be that person that can help with whatever or guide them in the right direction.
Yeah. And I think drivers sometimes think, well, I'm in LTL or I'm in dedicated or I'm in truckload, so I don't know which it doesn't matter, does it?
No, we help them all.
You help them all, right? We work with every driver that's out in the field, every associate that's out in the field, any associate, dock associate, anybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Basically, that's right.
Yep.
What kind of questions off-the-wall questions do drivers come in with? Maybe you got any examples of stuff that they say, hey, what kind of driver expect to come in and ask y'all for?
I think currently is getting help ordering uniforms, maybe red thanking rewards. I know during annual enrollment we help with getting them logged in so they can, get their benefits taken care of. Permits, if the stickers are being handed out right now, so we're going through making sure they have all permits that are up to date so we can handle that as well.
There's also some that will come because they enter their vacation at the beginning of the year. At the beginning of the next year, they don't forget how to go in there and do that. And now helping them with the job hotline postings that are now through the My Portal. So a lot of it is portal, and then some of it's just, they'll just ask you just personal questions, to try to see what direction they need to go.
And both of y'all have been here for a long time in Driver Services. Most of the folks out in the field have done other things. We've got 9 associates out in the field, mm-hmm. right, that handle Driver Services, and varied backgrounds and experiences. Y'all's background is different between y'all two, and I know we've got folks that worked in HR for years, and some people were drivers for years, mm-hmm. different things. So y'all are able to help each other, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Do y'all network? How do y'all network between the 9 of you? I know we're all over the map.
We do a lot of teams
chat
through Microsoft, yeah.
So you're able to reach out. If a driver calls and's got a question and it's HR related, what would you do if you didn't know the answer, for instance?
Mm-hmm. We could reach out to Anita, which is in the Memphis Service Center, or if it's just a direct question that you don't want to throw the name out of who you're trying to help, I also email Laura a lot of times and get answers.
So y'all know who to reach out to is about the point, though, right?
Yes, absolutely.
You have those contacts. You've been here for a long time. So if somebody asks you a question, either you're going to know the answer.
Yes.
Or you what?
We're going to get it and get back to them.
You know how to get to it, right?
Yep.
And that's a big deal, I think, is being able to help folks, because sometimes at Averitt, Averett's a fairly large company. It's getting bigger all the time, but it's easy for y'all to know where to get stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's I know truckload drivers have different needs than dedicated drivers. Dedicated drivers have different needs than maybe the LTL drivers and stuff. But is there a common thread amongst all the drivers, do you think? Is it passwords and logging into the systems and technical stuff? You think that's probably a big thing?
I think passwords would be probably one of the top.
They need help getting all their passwords reset just because they don't go into it every day. And then by the time they go back into it, they done forgot it. So.
And I know y'all are on the phone a lot too, right?
Yes.
What do y'all do on the phone? I mean, I know you're all out in the field talking to drivers face to face, but what do y'all do on the phone?
Well, in Nashville, I call drivers asking if they want a new truck.
Oh, so you're the one that everybody wants to talk to, right?
Yes. I'm usually the one that they don't ignore. 9 times out of 10, they want to answer that call.
Right.
We also are currently trying to help the drivers who do not have their hazmat. We're helping them through that process to get that on their CDL. We also like to call our new hires, just checking in, making sure their first few days to weeks, even a couple months into Averitt, everything's running smooth. Sometimes just calling just to say hi or checking in on them.
Anything special, Casey?
I do everything but the new trucks as well. I also have kind of took it upon myself to try to help any driver that don't have 14 points, try to get up there. Like in a snowstorm when some of them were shut down on the road.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, while you're sitting there, you can be getting some safety points, So just anything that they come to us with, we're going to get the help that they need.
Good. What about Workhound? Do y'all work with Workhound much?
Vaguely. I think our coordinators handle that a little bit more, but if a driver does have questions, we try to answer it the best we can. If not, we'll just reach out to the girls, that are coordinators that can handle it from corporate.
But y'all can answer the question basically because you do know most of the time what's going on, right, in the company.
Yes. And sometimes they want to give us their concerns. We tell them to send it to Workhound as well, so that can be addressed across the board as well. But most of the time, the coordinators are the ones that answers those back. But if the driver just comes to us without going to Workhound, then we're going to get the answer for them as well.
Well, that's good. What about, you was talking about new trucks, and you assign drivers trucks, and you get that list, I guess from truckload. You do dedicated or just the truckload side?
Truckload.
Just truckload. So, and you get that from law, and then you just call drivers and help them get scheduled in to come get their truck?
Yep. Every year when we get new trucks coming in, like we're still currently working on the 24s. We were handing those out last year, and they carried over into this year. We just go to the top of the seniority list, and I make my way down. As long as the driver has 8 safety points and they meet the seniority mark right there, we give them a call.
And we got a lot of new trucks now in the system. We don't have many old trucks anymore, do we?
No, and the very few we have left, I'm starting to reach drivers who have been here as probably, I would say, the group that I'm calling were hired in 1.5 years, 2 years ago. So they're still fairly new, and they're driving older trucks, and now they're getting ready to move into brand new.
And you say older trucks, they're not really that old, really, are they?
No, I think 21s and 22s are what we're focusing on as far as pushing out of the system.
That's crazy when you think about it. We're moving our 2021 or 2022 trucks out with newer trucks coming in all the time. We got a lot of new trucks in the system, probably more than we've ever had, I would imagine, right?
Yes.
I think drivers enjoy that.
Absolutely.
It's a plus. Let me, when we talk about that, what do you think the drivers like most about Averitt? I know y'all talk to drivers a lot, right? What do you think? What's the glue that puts it together?
I think they like the family feeling that we have, and then again the newer equipment, just staying up on our standards.
I think I hear a lot that at Averitt we offer a variety of positions that a driver can come into Averitt, and we can pretty much meet whatever need they need at home. If it's being home every day, we have something for that. If they're cool with being gone weeks to months at a time, we have something for that.
Not to interrupt you, but I think y'all get involved in that too, helping drivers find positions, right?
Yes. I know in my office, OTL drivers bring in some posters and different things from different venues and shows, and so I kind of display it in my office. And when new hires especially come in, one of the first questions I get, have you been to all these shows? And I have to tell them no, and I talk about OTL. So I think that kind of helps OTL, get some of these new hires in. If OTL is not for them, we talk about, different dedicated accounts that we have or different positions that truckload may offer or even LTL. So yeah, we just try to help find something that will fit what their family's looking for.
I think that's one thing that differentiates us, sets us
Yes.
apart. We have that opportunity where most companies don't have that opportunity, right?
Mm-hmm. And another thing on dedicated, there's also the flex dedicated. So if you want to be gone all week, but you don't want to run the same account all week, that's another opportunity they have. They can go run Boise for 1 week. They can go Costco for 1 week, just wherever they need the field in.
Right.
So flex is also an opportunity for those people.
Good. All right. Anything you want to tell last thing you want to tell the drivers?
Anytime you're in Nashville, stop by and say hi.
Yeah. Anything y'all need, just reach out to us. We'll be glad to help you.
All right. Well, I appreciate y'all coming in. Appreciate y'all
Thank you.
spending some time with me and talking to me, and appreciate talking to the drivers. Appreciate everything y'all do.
Thank you.
for having us.
Thank you. And again, appreciate y'all being with us, and we'll see you out on the road. Thank y'all so much. Have a great day.